Getting out on the open road. These days, we think of it as one of the most American ways to have a little bit of fun. But trying to take a road trip with friends or family could have meant taking your life into your hands for African Americans in the not-so-distant past. Cities that wouldn't allow you to stop, gas stations that wouldn't provide a fill-up, hotels where you couldn't stay, and venues you couldn't enjoy because of the color of your skin. That was the norm. Out of that culture came the cherished guide, the Green Book. And in honor of Black History Month, Gary Simon, Executive Director of Sacramento Juneteenth Incorporated, will spend tomorrow hosting guided tours of the Negro Motorist Green Book exhibit newly installed at the California Museum. Gary, thank you for joining us today.
Well, thank you for having me, Sincerely.
I gave a little bit of a description, but Gary, for those who haven't heard about the Green Book before, please explain, what was it?
Well, the Green Book was basically a African-American travel guide invented by Mr. Victor Hugo in 1936 that basically provided African-Americans with basically safe spaces to go while traveling through the South, specifically Alabama, Virginia on down, basically. It was published from 1936 till about 1966.
And why did you think it was important for the Juneteenth organization to help highlight and share this exhibit with as many people as possible?
Well, we thought it was important because, first of all, this part of history has not been told very often. I mean, most recently there was the movie, The Green Book, that came out. But prior to that, a lot of folks, specifically in the Western states, had not heard of the struggles that happened in trying to travel through the segregated Jim Crow South during the early 60s, 50s, 40s, whatever. So we wanted to get that message to us Western states here that this was a real struggle for African Americans.
Conditions between 1936 and 1967 were undeniably restrictive and destructive in a lot of ways for African Americans just trying to live their lives with dignity in this country. The Green Book and what it linked people to really showed a vibrancy and a resiliency and a dedication to succeed in spite of anything and everything that wider society at that time maybe never even imagined existed, right?
That is exactly right. A few quotes from the book over the years, the topic was humiliation. So the point was that you could travel without the humiliation of basically being Black and being denied trying to go through a motel, a gas station, a drugstore. So folks wanted to travel, like you said, with dignity.
Any lessons of the Green Book era that you think are still relevant for us in this time today?
Well, I think the fact that the recent issues with the white and the colored little symbols that were placed on the water fountains at McClatchy High School just a couple days ago. So this is still reminding us of the segregated South and the Jim Crow era. So the value of the book is to will kind of take us away from that, kind of give you an idea that this was real. Maybe the kids at McClatchy thought it was a prank or it was funny or whatsoever. But this was very real, and the Green Book basically reinforces that because they had to make an entire publication for African Americans to feel safe and basically go places with dignity. So this is very real, and it's not a joke. So,
for those who visit this exhibit, what do you want them to be thinking about as they walk away from it?
I want them to think about the past. Think about the struggles that the African American had to go through on a daily basis, but also to appreciate where we are now, but also know that we still got a lot of work to do, and a lot of these things we don't want to go back to this era. And unfortunately, a lot of the racist, the rise in the racist acts that are being committed, it's not a good sign. So we want to let folks know that this is where we are moving away from, so let's stay moving forward.
And just the point that you brought up just a second ago, do you feel as if you said the Green Book and the history around it isn't taught very often and people may only have the movie as a reference? Do you feel because some of this history isn't being taught that we're finding ourselves in some of these newly created situations and people today, young people today, confronting bias like the situation that you referenced at McClatchy because people don't know the history?
That is exactly right. If you don't know where you've been, you don't know where you're going. So I think it's important for us to educate our youth on the history. Today, everything seems just fine, but there was a point that you have to know that it wasn't just fine. You need to be aware of that so that you know, so that you can see the markers of going backwards. So we've invited a lot of youth from Sacramento High School as well as Portland schools to attend the exhibit on tomorrow, beginning at 10 a.m. So we want to educate the youth because me as an adult, I didn't hear much about it. So we definitely want our youth to know about the daily struggle that African Americans have, not only in the South, but just in general.
Thank you so much, Gary, for joining us this morning and for opening up this opportunity to so many in the area. And Gary, we know your event is sold out tomorrow, but next Saturday, the California Museum is hosting a discount day for this exhibit. You can get in for just $5, and visitors will get to meet the women who curated it all. So thank you for bringing it to our attention, and thank you for joining us today.
Well, thank you for having me.